About Freedom Energy, there's the need to close Howard Allen Road for the construction of railroad to serve the project. We've been in discussion with our neighbors in Jefferson County about closing that portion, small portion of the road that extends into Jefferson County, still inside the city limits of Morristown, but there's a small little bit that would go into Jefferson County that need to be closed. We've had 2 meetings with the Highway Board in Jefferson County, and they've expressed some concerns about closing the road. Melissa's been carrying the ball for it, and they've asked us to make some assurances that in the long run that the road would still connect it back, and they would have access to the east to be able to access exit 8. So that's what the purpose of this resolution is. It's a rough draft for your consideration, but if you don't have objection, we would anticipate that this resolution would be on your agenda for the next meeting. And Melissa's done a lot more work and can answer detailed questions about the discussions at the county courthouse, but I think in a nutshell, that's what we've got in front of you.
And they will consider it on April the 10th. Jeff and I attended their last meeting, and they just wanted they were in support of the program, just wanted some kind of assurance that we weren't going to close Howard Allen Road permanently from the residents and provide access. So hopefully this document will do it. I've sent it to them for review, so there may be some changes that they make to that, but it'll be back before the first thing in April.
Listen, I know where Howard Allen Road is, but you say here East Industrial Park?
ETPC. Did I put East down there?
East Industrial Park.
I'm sorry, that's my fault.
Yeah, we'll clean that up. This ETPC.
Don't confuse me.
Hey, listen, we're trying to do something.
I've got a Google map of this up. It's kind of hard for Jeff and I to show you, but basically what happened back in the 90s, we annexed 2 parcels, or probably more than that, into Jefferson County. At the time, we probably requested Howard Allen Road in addition to that, but when it went to court, and I don't know if Claude, you were on the council during all that time, the court only designated us to have the parcels. They did not designate the roadway. And so that's why we had to go back to Jefferson County to ask them to abandon and close the roadway, so that then it is dissolved to those parcels, and therein becomes our jurisdiction.
Also, in this it says, whereas the city of Morristown will reroute any traffic to a new road constructed if it's required. So we're really saying it's going to be required, right?
Well, you know, we don't have any firm commitments and things going forward yet with Freedom Energy. So until we have a firm plan with that, I didn't want to say, hey, yes, we're definitely doing this and building this road until you all are at the approval stages and we have a design and those kind of things. So that kind of leaves it as a policy. We're not going to shut down any access, but we're not sure what the design of this new industry out there may cause. So that way we're not committed to a specific design that we're not prepared to present to them yet. And we made them aware of that we weren't designing it until we knew we could close it. And they didn't want to close it until we had already designed and paid for a new road. And so, well, we're kind of in a chicken and egg situation, guys. So this was kind of our solution to make them feel confident that we weren't trying to cut off access. There's a subdivision fairly close in there. You can see where the little red A is. On down Hardy Road, there's a subdivision in there. The people there shop at our Walmart, use our Interstate 81 exit, probably work in our industrial parks. And so they had already talked to some of the commissioners saying, hey, we're in favor of this, but we don't want to lose our way to work, our way to Walmart, our way to the interstate. Because it adds several, minutes, I guess. I don't know how many exactly, but adds some time to go commute if they have to go around and under the interstate and back on.
But our intention all along was to provide access from Howard Allen to the new road. It doesn't change what our plans were. It provides them some assurance that they're not getting arbitrarily cut off. I think it's a good solution to be good neighbors. So that's kind of why we recommend doing that. Look at it. We'll talk about it between now and the next meeting. If you've got any reservations, we can rethink it, but probably need to act on it next meeting.
And we'll provide any changes to you
no questions on that, we go to the, two other things. One is I gave you the draft of agenda for next Monday. It's still fluid. If you've got changes that we need to make, I'm going to go ahead and circulate that. We have invited the speakers that are identified there in the first section, and we've circulated invitations at the airport for those who are regular users, renters, so forth at the airport. So we'll see what kind of response we get on Monday. As you indicated, perhaps we can get our article in the paper indicating the upcoming meeting. So that's scheduled for Monday. The other thing I planned to bring to you today was a, what?
Before you go forward, I do have names I'll be adding to that, but I won't have a problem until first of the week, Tony.
Okay.
Okay?
If, well, first of the week's the meeting.
Well, I'm Sunday, so I
Okay.
can do Monday.
Yeah, I mean, we've got an open section in there. If, you know, anybody's welcome to come, and we kind of got divided out into users of the airport and general populations. If the other folks that want to come, we'll be happy to entertain anyone that wants to be here.
Thank you.
The last thing was I had hoped to bring a rough draft of budget calendar. Given the fact that we had some significant absences on council, didn't think it would be very productive trying to set dates. We'll circulate that here over the next couple of days and be able to respond to that. Hopefully nail those down Monday when we get back together. And that's all we have for today. If y'all want to pack up shop and head to the house, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Tony, you can't tell me about your mouth chop off there.
No.
I have it in my hand, I know what it is.
No other business?
Run down. It's like,
I put it down, I already-
you may have full going.
I